Hello there, my friends. Today, we are launching the first episode of Season 3, Ascension, the Glow Up, where we will be discussing mindset, breaking down barriers, and succeeding. I am really excited about this month's topic, as it is all about setting the tone for the remainder of the year. When I created the episodes for the year, in the back of my mind, I kept hearing, Toya, before you begin, check in with yourself. Are you ready to dive into another season and give it all you got? And if not, what are some things that you need to work through so that you are a success? Of course, the first thing I thought about was making sure that I got my mind right. Last year was a trying year for this show. There were so many pivots that I had to make that I was ready to just shut it down. But something in my heart was pushing me to continue. As you know, while I am in the health and wellness business, I never attempt to portray that I have been in this space for years and serve as an expert. And unfortunately, I built components of my podcast to include topics that I did not possess the expertise in hopes that I could lean on my co-hosts. But of course, and I get it, life gets in the way. And as a result, I had to pivot. Or when I lost the ability to access all of my files that I have created since 2010, gone my whole life. And all of my shows for this podcast are no longer accessible with ease at my fingertips. Thank God for recordings. I was mortified and ready to call it a season. And while I am confident in my capabilities, I am also a realist and want to make sure that whatever information that I provide, I possess the qualifications to share, or at the least can direct you to a more appropriate resource. Then my conscience spoke to me. Toya, this experience is no different from what you do now. These setbacks are minor, and it's nothing that you have not overcome before. And since I self-reflect often, I have built a playbook with regards to how to manage shenanigans. I took myself through my playbook with regards to how to handle certain situations and slowly work through each issue until I triumphed. I was right. I got this. So, how do I do it? What makes some folks just throw in the towel feeling underqualified and others to keep churning until they reach that tipping point of success? It's their mindset. And whether or not they have a growth mindset or a fixed one. So, what is a fixed and a growth mindset? The fixed mindset is a belief that your qualities are carved in stone. And in that, people with a fixed mindset tend to create an urgency to prove themselves over and over. And per Dr. Dweck, if you only possess a certain amount of intelligence, personality, and moral character, you'd better prove that you have a healthy dose, because every situation calls for a confirmation of your intelligence, personality, or character. You will always feel the need to be validated. Now, if you follow me, you already know what I think about that. Validated? On whose authority? The fact that you exist already validates you. You are a key, and it is your job to figure out what doors you were brought here to unlock and take your place, making your mark within this world. So, what is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is a belief that your qualities are things you can cultivate through your efforts, your strategies, and help from others. Everyone can change and grow through application and experience. Those with a growth mindset believe that a person's true potential is unknown and that it's impossible to foresee what can be accomplished with years of passion, toil, and training. Essentially, with a growth mindset, becoming is better than being. The fixed mindset does not allow people the luxury of becoming. They have to already be. And it is in that mindset you will find comfort, stagnation, and a pessimistic outlook when confronted with challenges in life. Whereas with a growth mindset, you are open and receptive to learning and challenging yourself. In failure, it is understood to be a positive byproduct of growth and ultimately your success. So as many of you know, in addition to transitioning into the health and wellness space and starting this podcast, which is just a hobby, career-wise, I moved into a new industry outside of human resources. So after getting accepted into doctoral school to complement my HR discipline, a force came over me that was so strong, saying, I need to pivot. Again. And after thinking long and hard, I decided to postpone my studies and focus on the career that I've been doing for the past 5 years. Based on what I have shared thus far, and as Dr. Dweck highlighted within her book as it relates to the characteristics of a growth mindset, yeah, I definitely possess a growth mindset. In the past 5 years, I dove into 4 industries in which I at first possessed no expertise, but along with training and successfully acquiring the required certifications for each discipline, it is this belief that I can be developed and my love of learning that allowed me to shift with ease and thrive during some of the most challenging times within my life. I am constantly seeking out challenges and trying to stretch myself. Even when people taunt me with their constants. Oh, I have 30 years of experience. Or my favorite, you're too old. Miss me with that. It doesn't prevent me from continuing on with my learning journey. I just keep moving forward and open my mind and heart to be receptive to learning, even from those who attempt to derail me or don't believe in my endeavors. I will continue to work on cultivating this growth mindset and leverage some of the tools that Dr. Dweck provides within her book to accomplish one major goal and some mini goals that I have set for myself this year. And I will leverage some tools and resources in which Dr. Dweck provides within this book. At the end of each chapter, Dr. Dweck ends the chapter by providing you a framework to cultivate a growth mindset in a respective area. What are these areas? Well, she does a beautiful job of taking us through mindset and its effects on the development and growth of artistic abilities, sports, business, relationships, parents, teachers, and coaches. She dives further into this as she discusses how we should manage children when we attempt to praise or chastise them for a certain behavior. depression, and even how one's mindset can positively or negatively shape the behavior of a bully and the victim. You need to read that section. I was actually going to focus on this particular section today, but this topic is not aligned with anything that I want to focus on and why I am working on cultivating the right mindset for my objectives this year. If there are other podcasters out there who focus on the development of children and bullying, I strongly encourage that you add this section as a topic. It will make for a very lively and interesting discussion. And let me know about it. I would love to check it out and add my thoughts. Really intriguing perspective and some tools to help reshape the minds of our children. But if I could be candid though, we probably should tweak and use these techniques on adults, as that's where bullying stems. Let's be real, folks. Bullying is based on what children witness within our behaviors and interactions with each other. All right, folks, that's a wrap. Join me in 2 weeks when we continue our discussions on Mindset Matters as we break down barriers and find success by sharing our future endeavors and how we plan to continue cultivating a more growth-oriented mindset to achieve them. To access all replays or learn more about Kinky Knots Cafe's Proactive is the Way, please visit www.kinkyknotscafe.com. Proactive is the way, my friends. Take good care.